Route 17 was rebuilt to solve its problems. But if you've driven it today, you might wonder, did it really work?
Route 17 didn't become safer overnight. It took decades and a complete rethinking of how the road worked. By the 1950s, it was clear Route 17 had outgrown the way it was built. The first fixes were simple. Traffic islands were eliminated, warning signs were installed, and intersections began to be controlled. But these were only partial solutions, trying to tame a highway that was already too busy. Even with these changes, accidents continued. The problem wasn't just visibility or control, it was the design itself. By the late 1950s, engineers began to take a different approach. Instead of controlling traffic, they started separating it. Traffic circles were removed or reworked, and grade-separated interchanges began to replace them. Over the next 2 decades, Route 17 was gradually transformed. Intersections were eliminated, overpasses and underpasses were constructed. By the 1980s, much of the corridor had been rebuilt. What had once been a dangerous mix of local and through traffic had become a controlled, high-capacity roadway. Route 17 didn't fail, it evolved, and the road we drive today is the result of decades of trial, error, and hard-earned lessons. And as we drive along Route 17, you're looking at the result of decades of fixes. Some were successful, others were not.
Is she right?
At Lake Street, the overpass would eliminate the last stoplight between Route 46 and the New York line. The Department of Transportation devised the project so that the overpass piers are being built now, with this year's appropriation. Next year, it plans to build the overpass itself. Shortly after the Franklin Turnpike overpass, the road abruptly narrows from 3 lanes to 2.
"This is a bad spot," Johnson said. "You take someone that doesn't know the road, and you've got problems."
Aroused by the death of Robert Schwalb of Ramsey, who last week was killed in an accident at Spring Avenue and Route 2, the Ramsey Council decided to again ask the State Highway Department to investigate the possibility of correcting a situation which has caused 4 deaths and a great many accidents in the past few years. Borough Clerk Raymond Rockefeller was instructed to write to the department, asking that an immediate change be made in Route 2 between the traffic circle and Spring Street, where the 4-lane highway dwindles to 3. Plans for the conversion of Route 17 into a 6-lane highway from the New York state line to Ramsey were announced today by Dwight Palmer, New Jersey Highway Commissioner. Route 17, called Butcher Boulevard by traffic experts, has been the scene of numerous traffic accidents, and agitation for its improvement has been carried on for 2 years or more by various Bergen County agencies, including police officials and the Bergen County Safety Council. The improved highway will be divided by a center safety island. Traffic counts reveal the present 3-lane roadway is used by more than 12,750 cars daily, an increase of 7% in a single year, the Highway Commission announcement said. Head-on crashes have been listed due to the use of the center lane by cars traveling in opposite directions. One contract will extend the 6-lane dualization in Fair Lawn and Paramus, Bergen County from the Ramapo River to Franklin Turnpike, a distance of 2.71 miles. The work will include the construction of a viaduct over the Ramapo River and Ramapo Valley Road and a bridge over the Erie Railroad for the new northbound roadway. Bridges at Ramapo Avenue, Island Road, and Spring Street will be constructed under a separate contract but will be scheduled for completion by the same date as the other portions of the improvement.
Amazing. Amazing.
Amazing.